Welcome to the Skate Like You Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's Mark, Skate Like You Podcast, skatelikeyou.com. I am here. You can see her already with the one and only Cindy Howard. How you doing, Cindy?
Doing great. How are you doing?
Fantastic. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for asking me. I feel honored. This is a blessing.
I've been looking forward to it since Angie's Heart to Shuffle when I did a little spot interview. It was the best interview of the entire weekend.
Oh, it was fun. That was fun.
Well, what's funny about it is it's the same. It was the same thing with Eddie actually too. With Skate Takes, like because Eddie and Liz have been dodging getting on here for a long time, right? So, but Eddie is like such a character, natural storyteller, and he was so good. He was so good, and that was the first thing I said to him. I'm like, dude, you're made for this, man. And look, shout out Eddie and Liz. It's really Liz that's ducking me. You know what I mean? But same thing with you, because you were real nervous. But man, just $1 million.
No, I was so nervous. I'm like, hold my hand, please hold. I need somebody to hold my hand. Grab your hand. I'm so goofy, but thank you for holding my hand, allowing me to do that.
Oh, it's so entertaining. Are you kidding me? Like, and it was like, if you ever watch that thing, it almost looks like it was planned, right? Like you knew exactly what I was thinking. You're like, because you kicked it at 50, and then it was perfect. Have you ever done like any type of interview or anything, like even like with work or anything like that?
Oh no, never, ever, never. I'm the behind the scenes person. Like I'm your little worker bee. Don't put me out in front. Just tell me what to do and I'll go work behind the scenes. I don't like to be in front of the camera. So this is like breaking down some barriers for me. It's helping me.
I've got a feeling though. Are you were you an only child or no?
No, I have 2 brothers and a sister.
So although you describe yourself as shy and wanted to stay out of the spotlight and stuff, would your siblings agree or would they call you outgoing?
They would call me very outgoing, wanting to entertain people, wanting to talk to people because I never meet a stranger because I like to welcome people into my space and, help them feel loved and blessed. I want to bless people. So they would say that. They would describe me as that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was my suspicion. So, but you consider yourself like an kind of introverted though. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I think like I was telling you, it's like an introvert that likes to go out, but once I get out, it's like I want to be in my little space and do my little thing. And if someone says hello or gives me a hug, I'm like, oh yes.
Yeah.
I love
it. I don't know if you ever heard me talk about it, but I'm really the same way in the sense. And what makes it difficult is people assume because I do this, that I'm going to be Mr. social butterfly extrovert. But like when we're breathing the same air, I can make things really awkward. It's like, cause I just don't, like here it's like, and other thing too, is I spoke publicly for years in front of crowds of thousands, never bothered me. Public speaking doesn't faze me. Put me in a room though, with 10 people, or a small group, and I got to speak to them. I'm freaking out.
The small intimate group setting, it is intimidating. That can be intimidating.
Well, you can catch everybody's looks. You can see everybody,
Yes. Yeah.
So you never had to like give presentations or anything like that? With work
in college and nursing school and stuff. Oh yeah, you had to. Public speaking, that class was horrible for me. I weathered through the storm. They say, take out these statistics on the subject matter that you're talking on, and that speaks volumes, shock factor. But I passed. I didn't do too good, but I did pass. But it's not my favorite thing. No.
I feel like public speaking, like especially classes, are kind of like art classes at certain levels where it's like, you know, even if like, because you could look at like if you ever were in an art class with some people and you kind of see the stuff that they make and you're like, you're passing this class with that, you know what I mean? It's like an effort kind of thing. We all get graded for effort, you know.
Yeah.
Here's what's super funny though, because like, you know, I don't ever plan these podcasts. I didn't go over like, you know, questions with you or anything. But it's funny. And a big part of the reason is, well, one, like I always say, I want to have a natural, real conversation. But a guy that, when I first started speaking, a guy that he worked for the same, company that I did, and he had been doing it for years and years and years. And he said to me, he goes, look, man, like, cause I was real nervous, like the first like conference I had to speak at. And he's like, look, there's three potential things that you're going to say. There's what you plan to say, what you actually will say, and what you wish you would have said after you sat down. None of them are the same. Yeah. None of them are the same. So just don't worry about it.
Right.
And I never brought a note card up ever. And I've never,
Wow.
So,
Okay.
whatever. It just,
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, Cindy, let's talk a little skating.
Yeah.
You must know the question that I do ask every single person. Do you remember the first time you ever put on skates or you ever skated?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. I was 11 or 12 years old. Downtown Columbus, Georgia, there was a rink called Skateland. And a friend of mine, Dawn, took me, and because we were in dance class together, tap, jazz, ballet, gymnastics, all of that. So she took me roller skating, and I put on those really old vintage high top white boot Rydell skates, rental skates. I didn't have my own skates. And it was just natural. Just started going around the rink. And I felt this freedom. I felt freed up. Every time I roller skate, I feel free in my mind. Otherwise, I'm tied up in my mind. So trying to stay free. But yes, that was my first time roller skating. I do remember that. And it was amazing. It was just like, I've been doing it since I was born. So it wasn't a problem. I didn't weeble wobble, and fall down and all of that. It was just took off.
Yeah. So there's two things there. One is you're saying you took to it fairly naturally, like it was, but also you're kind of like having an immediate kind of emotional response, or I don't know if emotional is the right word, but just you're loving it right out of the gate. Both things.
In love, yes. In love with it, yes.
So how soon do you go back after that first time?
Right after that, I was actually 9 years old. It wasn't long after my dad passed away. She took me roller skating. And so I was actually 9 years old, because that was like, oh yeah, that's 50 years ago now. I'm getting old. Anyway, when I was 12, that's when I had my first pair of speed skates, Rydell speed skates. It was a satellite plate, those zinger wheels. And
you had zingers.
Oh yeah, and I just took off. And I felt like Melanie. You know, it was just zoom, 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 just going, and not wanting to stop, because I felt so free in my head and my heart. But yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun.
So you love it from day one. You take to it fairly naturally, or kind of quickly. But when would you say that, like, about how long was it before you kind of thought to yourself, like, yeah, I'm good at this. Like were you were really comfortable?
When I was 12 years old, I was real comfortable with it. And I just, they wanted me to be on the speed team. So I got on the speed team. I only did a few races. And then it was like, because 12 years of age, that's like junior high, and then you're getting into high school. And high school took over. I was cheerleader, so like I was cheerleading every day of my life. And when I wasn't cheerleading, I was at the rink in the summer at the rink, 1 to 4, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, just at the rink. It was my life. It's been the biggest part of my life. It's like I'm stuck in the 80s. So when I hear 80s music, and that's like my heart, it melts my heart.
Do you still have that thing where, like, for me, like, it's almost like the 80s feel like 20 years ago or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish it was just so long ago. I just love it. I love the 80s.
Oh yeah. I just saw a thing the other day, and it said basically like 2000s music is as old as 80s music was in the early 2000s right now. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh my God. Like,
that's weird. That's
isn't that
weird.
crazy?
That's very crazy.
What was that first rink you went to?
The first rink, it was just a small concrete floor. It had rails all the way around. It was a 3-story building, downtown Columbus, Georgia, right across the river from Phoenix City, Alabama, where I'm at. And it was, they played the old organ music.
Mm-hmm.
I say old organ music, but I remember somebody playing the organ. And I'll never forget that. They did play a couple of, 45s, albums and stuff. The vinyl, yeah.
Yeah. Do you like skating to organ music?
Not particularly. I appreciate it though for artistic skating competition. I never learned that style. I just wanted to go fast. But that would be great to learn that style. I appreciate it though. I appreciate all styles of skating so much. It brings me joy.
It's the organ thing around here is big. It's huge.
Isn't it?
Oh, so, yeah.
One day I'm going to get up there and check it out.
Look, and here's the thing. Everyone that I know well around here and skate with around here, they know I can't do it. Oh no, but it is so ingrained in the culture here. A lot of people, and because the other thing too is that and I never thought of it until I was actually talking to Mad Hatter about this, but it's a really good tool because the beat with the organ is so blatantly obvious. Mm-hmm. So when learning how to shuffle, it's kind of like my first shuffle song thing, in my eyes. That's how I look at it. But yeah, everyone that I know and that I skate with around here, they try. They're like, hey, there's an organ session happen. I'm like, I'm not doing that, dude. I'm not doing that. And look, so, and maybe I could just make it clear to everybody. This might not go over well, but I gotta say it, damn it. It's the most soulless music ever. I swear it's the stiffest, most like, I can't do it. And you watch people just, and now look, here's the thing. There are so many amazing skaters here though that love it. I too, I appreciate it. I never grew up on it. So when you are naturally kind of accustomed to a certain thing, and then, like I didn't, when someone first said like organ, I thought the first thing I thought was like the Count from Sesame Street. I was like, what are you talking about? Like Phantom of the Opera? Like what? And so I went and to this one thing and I was like, I can't do this.
Well, it's not for everybody, and that's okay. Everything's not for everybody. So it's cool. That's cool.
No, it's not cool.
It's cool to some. It's cool to you. Hey dude, hey girl, that's good.
No. Everybody knows. If you watch this on the regular, everyone knows I'm playing. But it's so funny. I interviewed Jim Park, the owner of Neville, at Neville, and it's so funny because I can't prevent the faces I make sometimes. Like it just whatever I'm thinking, because we were talking about that. He's like, oh yeah, and we used to do the organ. He's like, and it was so cool. And apparently, I didn't even notice, but apparently, like my face just went like that, and he saw it, and he's like, well, and we were both dying laughing because it just, yeah, it's man. But anyway, I'm not gonna pick on organ skate.
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, I liken it to in the realm of church services and things like that. It's like there's old hymn music, and then there's Christian contemporary music, and then there's Christian rap, hip hop. I mean, it's the same thing in the secular world. So you got both worlds going on. So that's what I liken it to. Like, so in
I liken it to being on a merry-go-round.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what you hear. There's usually a guy in the middle playing.
It's like a Jack in the Box song.
Yeah.
Like, oh man. Anyway, who knows how much of this I'm gonna have to edit out, man. Organ skaters gonna coming for me.
Don't offend anyone. Hey, you're gonna offend somebody. Everybody's picks up an offense somewhere with something. Yeah. It's inevitable.
So, what would you say was your first home rink, though?
Oh, yes. That would be right here in Phoenix City on 280 Bypass, the skate center. And, oh my goodness, we had the summer program when we get our little punch card punched. And I found that not too long ago, 1981. Wow. And I was like, whoa. But those were the days. It's like not a care in the world. And all we did was just eat, sleep, skate, swim, ride our bikes. And, just be home when the street light goes off, Mm-hmm. Our parents didn't know where we were. We just roller skated and went swimming. And we didn't have cell phones. I didn't even have a dime, okay? Back then, not even a quarter to put in pay telephone on the street. We just did our thing, but that was my home rink, skate center, on 280 Bypass. It changed hands a couple of times and changed names a couple of times. And we did go, once we got to be teenagers and we left between the regular session and the moonlight session, like we would go out and get some drinks or something, sneak out, and we'd ride over to Columbus, Georgia to another rink. And it was, I'm trying to remember the name of it right now. It'll come to me later. But we would go over there and skate and then come back to Phoenix City. It was just good times. But that was my first home rink right here, the skating center. So
I'm relating to a lot of what you're talking about. Especially, I grew up, southern Maine, between Mass and southern Maine, back and forth, my mom, my dad. But I'm wondering if it's the same for you. Cause I definitely had a group of friends that I grew up around, I had a neighborhood with kids and stuff like that. But I was the only one in my little social circle that skated regularly. So I would be going like you, I'd be out, we'd go to this place called the Wreck, and it was this lake. It had big rocks we'd jump off of during the summer and ride bikes, play baseball, basketball, whatever. But if it's a Wednesday night or a Friday night or a Saturday night, at some point I'm breaking away from my friends and headed to the rink. Is your social circle that you're with all day, is that the same people that you're at the rink with, or do you have a different social thing at the rink?
Now?
Or then when you were a kid,
back when I was a kid, it was the same group. We were all together. We did everything together as a group of girls. There were some guys too. I mean, that's just what we did. If we weren't riding 3-wheelers or dirt bikes or bicycles or swimming, we were at the rink. And if you weren't at the rink, we're checking on you. There's something wrong with you if you're not at the rink. What happened? You didn't do your chores. You didn't get your chore. You didn't get your allowance for the week. What happened? You need a ride. Get on your bicycle and ride to the rink.
So they were all just as serious about skating as you were.
Oh yeah. That was a core group of people. Um, Taffy Steinborn, she's deceased now. She was my age. She passed away a few years ago from a frontal lobe dementia. But she was my skate buddy, and we skated. We were together all the time, roller skating. Just this good group of girls just hanging out, having a good time, roller skating.
You know, it's interesting, and it's so everything you're saying is like kind of so reminiscent of what it was like for me growing up, and maybe it's why it's all jumping into my mind. I've never asked anybody this actually, but so when I grew up at my rink, like it was very like there was a schedule each session, right, of things that you do, like, and there were like, let's say like on a Friday night, there was I think 3 couple skates. There would be like one, like, I don't know, 40 minutes into a session. It's like a 3-hour session. And then like maybe one at the half, and then another one right at the end. Obviously the last thing was a couple skate. And we did we had the limbo. They did a few different things, but like, did you guys have like couple skates like scheduled at your rink growing up? Okay.
Yes. And those were the sweetest times. Us girls and our little crushes on our little boyfriends we had. Those were fun. But the games were fun too. 4 corners. We did 4 corners, limbo, the hokey pokey. I mean, we sat on the little is it turtles? I forgot what with the little handles. We'd sit on those and shimmy down. Red light, green light. It was just fun. Good, clean fun.
Man, so
couple skate was awesome though. We always watched like who's skating with who. Oh, he's got a crush on her. She's got a crush on him. Ooh, check it out.
Because it's funny, I've never really talked about this with anybody, because I know I've thought about it from time to time, and I think that there are these universal experiences for kids that grow up at the rink, right? And like, because I specifically remember these little situations and scenarios, like where it would be a thing where like someone wants to ask, maybe a girl would want to ask me to skate, right? Couples, but like, they would have a friend come and ask me. And I remember the way that the distance between the men's bathroom or the women's bathroom and the men's bathroom was basically the same distance as the entrance to the floor. Right. And it was right across. So like the interesting thing about, I just remember this. I remember like someone coming to me and being like, hey, so-and-so wants to skate. Will you skate couples? And then that girl would be like peeking out of the bathroom, like waiting to see what my answer would be. Do you remember stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Writing little notes and passing them as if we were in class.
Yeah.
We would do that at the rink too. So-and-so's got a crush on so-and-so. Go talk to him for me. Hey, Cindy, will you go talk to John for me? Or, Mark, or there's a whole list of guys. Anyway, we would talk to the guys and stuff, but it was fun.
There's a list of 10 rules that was on this big board above the DJ booth. And I could tell you what they were for the most part, but I couldn't tell you what one was which number, except for I can tell you number 4 was no hugging, kissing, making out. That was number 4.
Yeah.
And we didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah. Well, we always saw the rink owners. They were always coming to the bathrooms, checking in the bathrooms. They didn't stay in the office. They didn't stay in the office. They were amongst us, checking us out, checking on us. And it did get to a point where there's always a police officer in the parking lot, guarding the parking lot, making sure nobody was in the parking lot. Yeah.
Man, we had it good then because we never had a cop in our and meaning not because it was like a neglected thing. It just there was never a need for it, we had it good. Would you say like that was, is the rink like the place of your first crush or love or?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh yeah.
I had two. I had two like major crushes. Like yeah, Sarah and Marcia. And I only ever saw them at the rink. I would not see them anywhere else. Both of them went to different schools than I did. I literally would only ever, it was like that was the only place I'd ever seen them. Whatever.
Oh well, yeah. I think all of us have got those skating rink crushes growing
So
up.
so now okay, so you skated through high school, you're cheerleading,
Oh yeah.
but you're skating whenever you can still.
Oh yeah. I tried to do cheerleading, dance, band, roller skate. I tried to do all the things. All the things. Just kept myself busy.
And over time, is some of that circle that you are like going to the rink with regularly, there's some of them kind of falling off, like not going to the rink and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
over time?
Life
Yeah.
happens and you get, separated.
Hmm.
Everybody goes their own way. Everybody goes off to college. And yeah, that's what happened to me for a time. Like graduate high school, start in college, and then life happens. Things happen. Start having kids. You get married, having kids, and you just get out of it for a while. Work. You're growing up. You're getting to be a big adult now. So why are you
So
roller skating when you're an adult? And I'm like,
yeah.
well, I'm getting back into it. I'm trying to remember what year it was I got back into it because it was like 2000. I was out of it for a while. Um,
Yeah. So real quick,
yeah,
from like 12 or like the first time you skated was 9. So
yeah.
how long is it like, so you have your group, you're going to the rink, for up through high school. So like how many, or when is it that you actually stop initially, like the first time that you kind of stop going?
The first time I stopped was 1985. And then,
Is that like college? Is that like,
yeah, well, no. So, a part of my story is I had a baby. I wasn't married yet. I had a baby, and he's a beautiful young man now. He's 40 years old now. His name's Jonathan.
hmm,
And he roller skated some too. I took him to the rink after he got old enough to skate. We would go to the rink. Um, but then he, gets to be almost 12. He's like, Mom, you're in my space. Get out of my space. You don't need to be roller skating with me, okay?
it's not
So
cool, Mom. It's not
it's not
cool.
it's not cool at all. So I was like, okay, you need your space. I'll go find some
I'm
other
trying to
place
break
to skate.
rule. Yeah. I'm trying to break rule number 4 over here, Ma. You gotta help.
Yeah, yeah. But no, so that's what being pregnant. You can't roller skate when you're pregnant. It's not good. Um, and then let's see, Jonathan was born in '85, and then I got married in '89. I had my daughter and um, Jamie, and she's so beautiful. She's wonderful. She was born in '91. And so I didn't skate then for a little while. And then I completed nursing, like I started school, did accounting, and then I was like, I'm not a numbers person at all. I'm a people person, not a calculator person. So I went to nursing school. So went back to school and became a labor and delivery nurse. And so work at the hospital constantly. There's long 12-hour shifts. So there was several year period there again where I didn't skate because of being in nursing school. Got married in '89, went to nursing school. Um, I lose track of time, Mark.
It's fine.
Yeah, and then I got really back into it around 2000. 2025 now. 2018. It was like 2013.
Okay. So
Okay.
real quick,
Yeah, 2013.
between having children, are you? Did you ever make an appearance back at the rink a few times, or are
Just
you
a
just
few
not?
times. Just a few times here and there, I would go.
Yeah.
And because I was so silly and goofy. I took my roller skates to the hospital. I was like, I got to break up the monotony, y'all. I would take my roller skates to work. I was the labor and delivery nurse on roller skates.
Wow.
They were like, what are you doing? I'm like, having fun. It's too serious around here. I got to have some fun. So yeah, I would leave my skates at work sometimes, and then I would bring them home and go roller skating sometimes. And it was, yeah, just hit or miss, off and on, trying to stay in the rink. But 2013, I really started hitting it hard, trying to stay in there at least twice a week.
Okay. So I have to ask this too, because man, you taught, so you first career is accountant, right?
Yeah, I'm doing accounting. I'm doing calculator stuff. I'm like,
okay.
payables, receivables. I'm done with accounting. I did that about 3 years. So.
Okay, but still, okay, because man, talk about like complete opposite ends of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
So the stereotypical kind of idea of like the accountant is like the most boring job and person on the planet, right? Like just mundane, blah blah blah, all this thing. And then, but now you're going to the complete opposite end of the spectrum of drama, intensity, just stress. A child, like a delivery nurse, right? Yeah. Like, oh my God.
Sometimes the doctor doesn't make it to the delivery room. So that's fun.
But either way, because like you could say, oh yeah, like I was a delivery nurse, but still that's going to be different every single situation. You know what I mean? So like, what makes you, because you said like I figured out like I didn't really like accounting, I was more of a people person.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, like but but what causes you to, because look, I've never met, I know a lot of nurses, I've never met a delivery nurse. So what makes you choose that career? Like what was that, what was about that for you?
Oh, that for me was just getting back to the roots of what my heart is. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a nurse. I was in health occupation education. I was the president of Health Occupation Student Association, and we went to Chicago to this national competition, and I learned all this healthcare stuff. Worked at a OBGYN office. So there you go. In high school, my senior year, and I fell in love with, just that whole aspect of a woman, she's pregnant, and it's like, wow, there's a baby coming. That just amazed me. Babies, right. A child, the miracle of life. And I don't know why I went into accounting. It was like, blah. I thought it was a lot of money, but it's boring. I don't like calculators. Anyway, long story short, went to nursing school after Stan and I got married. Stan the man, he loves me so much. He put me through nursing school, and he just wanted me to be happy. And so during clinicals, what really got me turned on to labor and delivery was when I went to clinicals in Columbus at the medical center. My first clinical rotation was labor and delivery. And the first time I'm on the floor, my instructor says, okay, you're going to go in here with Dr. Malone. You're going to deliver this baby with him. And Dr. Malone says, well, hey, Cindy, I'm Dr. Malone. Come on over here, belly up to the table, scrub it. And I'm like, what? He's like, all right, what stage of delivery are we in right now? And I'm like, oh Lord, he's lecturing me. He's asking me questions in front of everybody. Don't let me crumble, God. Please don't let me crumble. So I did all the things. I had all the answers. He let me catch the baby. He let me, he helped me. He allowed me, he taught me to deliver the baby, put the baby under the radiant warmer, dry the baby off, bathe the baby, give the baby their medicines, and give the baby over to the mama. And it was just this experience that I can't explain it. It was just out of this world. But this little bitty girl, about as big as around as my pinky, delivered a 10-pound baby. The baby was 10 pounds, and I couldn't believe she pushed that baby out. And to this day, I still have a card and photos that her mom made, and that's very special to me. So it's just like God said, this is it. And he's just brought me full circle to what I do now, retiring from labor and delivery, working for a nonprofit organization now called Sound Choices Pregnancy Clinic. And we do free pregnancy tests and free ultrasounds for girls and women who are in situations that aren't so happy. It's not, not all of them are married and got the house with the white picket fence and all of that, and everything's hunky-dory fine. I deal with the people now, which I did in the hospital too, but it's a lot of intense social situations and demographic situations that are not, they're heart heavy. It's heavy stuff to do every day, but it's good. It's rewarding. But yeah, getting into labor and delivery, that was it. Dr. Malone set me off by allowing me to help him deliver that baby. My first day of clinicals in nursing. And the rest of my clinicals at that hospital were like, okay, I don't even want to do anything else. I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So there's a couple things that went through my mind as you're talking about. Now, first off, real quick, how long did you do that, the labor delivery nurse?
I did that from 99 to 2011, 2009. I get a little wonky on my dates, but then I stopped delivering babies for like 13 years. I went to be a school nurse in the Phoenix City school system. They kept asking me, we need for you to come be a school nurse. We need more school nurses. And you're talking about a cakey job compared to being in the hospital. Right. I'm in the Phoenix City school system. I feel like I'm doing public health nursing with the kids and everything in the school system. And that's a lot of fun. There's a lot of parents that don't care what their kids are doing. Yeah. And it's sad. But so I did that for a long time, and then I went back to the hospital. I was back in the hospital 7 years, and then I went and worked in a doctor's office called Mercy Med. It's a nonprofit organization that does nursing for indigent care patients that don't have insurance. And then went to Sound Choices Pregnancy Clinic. So here I am. So I'm come full circle.
So, yeah, because two things I was thinking about as you're talking about the being a delivery nurse. One is that I automatically, I would probably think there's probably, and maybe not, but I would wonder if there's a lot of burnout in that because because now look, you're getting of course you get to experience amazing, you get to see miracles on a regular basis and all that kind of stuff, but there's got to be a ton of tragedy, hard things to go through, you know what I mean? Like, and you did that for like 10, 11, 12 years, so what kind of keeps you from, I'm sure you probably saw many people come and go from those types of positions. So what, as all these people kind of burn out and you're watching them come and go, what's keeping you there?
It's a work of the heart. Cause that's a thing that God called me to do. And, I was there in the hospital during COVID. You talking
Oh,
about
wow.
bad. I have to share a picture with you. My coworkers took a picture of me. I delivered our first COVID patient. And this was when everybody's terrified of COVID, and they're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And I'm like, we're just going to work. Life goes on. But we had to double gown. When I got through delivering the baby, I mean, the doctor just comes in just as the baby's crowning. It's like, okay, y'all get in here. So here comes the doctor. And then at least the baby nurse came in there to help me. But, we deliver, and then I'm like, thank God this is over. And I come out and I come to the nurse's station. I take all the gowns off inside the quarantine room, and everything's red bagged and all of this. And I get to the nurse's station. They're like, Cindy, did you just get out of the shower? Look at your scrubs. I am a total sweat ball. I'm like, y'all, this is crazy. This is stupid. We don't have to do all this stuff. It's crazy. Anyway, I got my own opinions on all the COVID stuff. Anyway, I'm going to keep them to myself. No.
We'll talk after. I got a funny feeling we're going to agree.
Yes. It's just, anyway, I'm going to zip it.
Yep.
It, Lord. Yeah. There's a lot of tragedy too sometimes in labor and delivery. It's not so happy. There's like full-term patients that are delivering, it's a fetal demise. You're trying to induce their labor, and they're pushing their baby out that's not alive. And it's heart-wrenching, but you do all the bereavement things, and you're trying to help them work through it. You get the hospital pastor to come and talk to them and counsel them and pray with them and things like that. There's not so many happy times. There's people that deliver babies with genetic disorders that, it's not so happy. But yeah, there is a lot of burnout there in the nursing field. That it's a work of the heart that keeps me there. That's it's a calling. It's what God called me to do.
Yeah, I was going to say, because even stepping away from that specifically, you've stayed in the medical field, and in that kind of area throughout. I mean, to now, to even after retirement. So, yeah, I mean, you made the right call after accounting. It sounds like this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
it's funny. So I pick this is my random dumb stuff. Okay.
okay.
Okay. You must have picked up on it. You must have picked up on this though too. I swear to God, there was like this thing through the 80s and 90s with sitcoms where every single friggin' sitcom at some point, a character gets trapped in an elevator where one of the main characters has to deliver a damn baby, right? It was like the thing that happened in every sitcom. Like, I mean, from Growing Pains to Saved by the Bell to whatever, right? Like, and so for me, I'm always like, oh God, this is what bullshit again. Like Zach Morris has got to deliver a kid now, right? Like, but now I'm listening to you talk, and I'm like, God, this must have been so much worse for someone like Cindy, where she's watching this like, this is such bullshit. Look at it. There's nothing real about this. That baby looks like an adult. You know what I mean? Like, what you must see so many of that stuff like in movies and stuff where you're just like, it must kill. Like, am I way off, or like?
No, you're not off. And it's like back in the day, if you watch a soap opera, and they've got these IV lines taped to an arm, and and an empty IV bag hanging up on an IV pole.
Yeah.
And if they're intubated, they've got they've got the tubing just taped all wrong, and it's just Hollywood,
Right.
They don't know. But nowadays, I mean, with all this AI stuff and digital stuff, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty real.
Yeah, but that type of stuff always
But
just
that's stuff
pulls
from
me.
the 80s and 90s. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if it like, because my suspension of disbelief is extremely sensitive and very delicate. Okay, so if it's not, the moment I swear to God, any sitcom, like it got to a point where like I'd be into a sitcom, and then somewhere maybe season 2, main character stuck in a friggin' elevator and has to deliver a baby from some woman that he doesn't even know, and oh my God, it's happening. Where's my husband? The whole stereotypical thing, and then I'm like, I'm done with this friggin' thing. Because
Yeah.
like, is it, anyway, I told you it
Yeah.
was going to be ridiculous, that whatever I was going to bring. So, okay. So
I love
let
it.
me ask. So you said 2013, you really come back. Is there something that kind of motivates that? Like, cause you said you'd
Yeah.
gone here and there. I'm sure, you just don't have a lot of time too, career wise, but is there
Yeah.
something that like really kind of puts you back full tilt?
Yeah. 2013 and 2014, I lost 5 family members in like 6 months.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I've got to skate, or I'm going to go, I got to skate, or I'm going to self-medicate, which I did both. There was a time in my life where, me and a bottle of red wine were very close. Okay. And it was not a good combination. So I had to choose, am I going to be stuck on red wine, or am I going to roller skate? And then I would go roller skating and I would be inebriated, and that's not pretty. That's not pretty. That's not cool. That's not pretty. But I was so depressed from losing all those family members. And so I have been through a time in my life where, and 7 years ago, I quit. Like, I haven't had alcohol in 7 years, and by the grace of God, because it's just not good. It's not a healthy relationship. I'm one of those people that I can't drink. Drinking's not good for me. It's not. I can't do it.
You're allergic to alcohol, huh?
Yep.
I know some people like that. They break out in handcuffs.
Yep. Yeah.
They break out in spots, park benches and sidewalks and
yeah. So you learn not to do that anymore through a program, and so in your serenity group, and it's good stuff, and God is good. So that's a part of my history. That's part of my story. But 2013, that kicked off going into roller skating, but then I was mixing in, red wine. That was my thing. I couldn't drink something else. That would be too much. But it was an unhealthy relationship with red wine. So, for me, I was like, what's in the Bible? Jesus turned water into wine. It must be okay. I was trying to rationalize the fact that it was in the Bible and it's okay. But it's what you do with it. If you got an unhealthy relationship with it, God shows you. He'll tell you. He'll stop you in your tracks. He'll put you in situations where you're riding down the road and you see blue lights in your rearview mirror, and it's like, oh, okay, know.
Well, and when I was telling you about speaking, I started school as an engineering major, and kind of like the accounting thing, just got super bored, and I moved over into clinical psychology, and but worked with an addiction, for the first,
So yeah,
and personal stuff that kind of pushed me in that direction as well, and it's funny is when it clicked for me was because I look, everyone else is the first, it sees it long before we see this problem, But I remember thinking to myself when people would come to me and be like, you have a problem with this, you have a problem with drugs, and I remember thinking how much that didn't make sense. And because I'd be like, no, that's the only answer I have. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my problem. Like the problem is being like, problem is sober. That's the problem. It's this thing that I can never shut off. And it wasn't until that clicked, like, till I'm like, no matter what, like, until this is okay not to need that thing. Because when you use the term like, self-medicating, like it's such a simple, like, and I'm not saying that you don't understand this, you absolutely do. But when the average person hears that, I know that they probably oversimplify it in their minds, where it's like, no, you don't get it. Like I remember, even talking to people where the light would go on for them too, and be like, when you tell them like, no, man, like, whatever, drinking is not your problem. It's the only answer that you have. And it'd be like, oh my God. Right. Like, cause that was my thing. Yeah. And everyone has their own journey. I mean, like, whatever.
Yeah.
For myself, I found that by being able to kind of work through whatever those things were, I don't have that same thing anymore where, like, I could buy a 12 pack of beer when maybe my dad visits, and like, of course we don't finish it after he's been here for a weekend, and it'll be here next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not reaching for an answer anymore. Does that make sense at all? Like,
it absolutely makes sense. When people don't understand that it's a spiritual malady, I'm speaking in terms.
Bill talk. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. When they don't get that, it's a spiritual problem, is what it is. And you're reaching for the wrong thing to fix your spiritual problem. It's a head.
Spirits.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence.
You're reaching for the wrong spirit.
It's not a coincidence they call it that, man. It's been fulfilling
exactly
stuff
right
for people for a long time.
Yeah. And it's and yeah, there's some genetic part to it where, like, it runs in the family. Some people survive it, some people don't. And in families, I pray that families get their answer, before something bad happens to them. But it's a spiritual malady, and you're trying to answer a question and a problem with the wrong solution. You picking up the wrong solution, and you got to go. You got to go get help. And yeah, like you said, people see it on the outside, like, you got an unhealthy relationship with this thing going on here. Let's sit down and talk about it. And thank God that happens, from friends and family that love you and they care about you. And that's real love. That's the hard love. That's true love. They care about you enough to say, hey, you're trying to cope here with the wrong thing. What happened? What fell apart? Well, I want to say, I lost a lot of family members, went into a deep depression, down the black hole I go, like it happens with a lot of people. I'm not the only one. And I talk to a lot of people, and there's more people out there in the world than you think, that have this spiritual malady. And you pray for, God to just help it click in their head, like, oh, wait a minute, stop, help. And you really come to terms with that first step. Something else is controlling me, and I got a problem with it. Okay. So, I know that's some deep stuff. I don't want to be down and out and sad and stuff like that, because it's a new day. It's a different day. It's just you pray for people to get the right answer sooner than later.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that so many of us walk around, with like whatever this thing is inside of us, like, but assuming that nobody else will understand, they're not going to get it,
Right.
and like, so I try and put the best face on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking because in the outside, I'm looking at all these people like, oh, I wish I had that together. That person seems so together, not knowing that those people are looking right back at me because they're putting the same face on that I have on, but they're seeing mine, but they're just as maladjusted inside, right? Or whatever thing that they got going on, but we're just like acting for each other, like we're just looking at each other's perfect little masks.
Yeah.
I think most of us walk around with a lot of that shit,
Yeah.
and like for me, the people that mean the most to me are the ones that know that I take that thing off of in front of them, and they love me more as a result, and then they do the same with me. Like,
Yeah.
those are the most meaningful relationships in my life.
That's true friendship. That's true friendship.
Yeah.
Holding each other accountable for doing the right thing, knowing to do the right thing, and taking the next right step, and holding each other accountable. That is true. It's hard, but that's true friendship. That's true love.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah. It's interesting the way you talk about the skating thing though, about getting back into it. Cause like, I got back into it. Like, I just wanted to do it. Right. Like it was a thing where I came out of a major, major health problem and was very lucky to kind of move forward from it. And it was like this thing that I knew that I enjoyed doing. So it would probably help me, get back to a better physical shape, all that kind of stuff. Now, as a result, I find all these amazing things in it and it's super rewarding and all this stuff. But like you said, you're like, I need to get back to skating. Like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting. Like, you like knew that about yourself. Like, yeah. So am I hearing you right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It is it's like, it's the thing, skating is the thing that keeps me active. That part of the psyche that, movement, taking action, it releases those, endorphins and then the adrenaline. And then when you stop going around 1,000 times nonstop for 5 hours, because on a Sunday night at Smyrna, I will go 5 hours, 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. I'm going. And when I get in the car to drive home from Smyrna, Georgia to little Phoenix City, Alabama, that's when the dopamine drops. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need no drug. This is like, good stuff. And that's God given, it's right from God, and it's good stuff. It's good, clean stuff.
Is there anyone that from like when you were a kid going to the rink, like, from 12 through high school, is there anyone that skates now that you see from back then?
Well, my brother Charlton, he skates with me sometimes, and my friend Michael Bostic, he skates with me, and they'll go up to the valley all the time. They go to the skating rink in the valley all the time, and I only get to go there on Thursday nights on the adult night. Rarely do I go on a Friday night. But anyway, yeah, my brother Charlton and his best friend Mike and Michael Bostic, Boz, Sasquatch is his nickname. He's just like 8 foot tall to me. Yeah, and then my Tara, she roller skated more with Charlton, because Charlton would take her to Tara to the rink, and Tara has helped me. She was my first travel buddy. My first travel trip was Texas last year when I met Jeff.
Really?
Yes,
That was your
yes,
first event?
yes, yes. I just was skating around here, and so just skating around, Atlanta. But that
Well,
was my
but
first
being it, yeah,
travel event, Texas. That was big for me. And
yeah,
when I don't know what it was when I saw him. I looked at him and maybe it was because it was like my first, travel trip or whatever. And I was so pumped up and so excited. I just hugged him and he just gave me the sweetest, biggest hug. And it was so nice. I can't wait to get back there. And I met JoJo and I'm like, oh, JoJo, I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. But, yeah. I get to rolling and I forget your question, so I hope I answered.
no, it's okay. No, yeah, you did. So I was surprised though to hear you say that
Yeah,
that the Texas event was your first event, but then I'm like, well, yeah, but you've been skating around the Atlanta area, so you're really plugged
yeah,
in.
yeah.
You know what
Atlanta. I've been around Atlanta, several rinks up there. Not all of them. Got plenty of more to discover. Um, Hopefully, I discover them before they close or anything like that. But yeah, that was my first travel event. Tara, she skated with Charlton and Bostic too as a kid. Now the other group of people, I'm trying to remember. I had lost
Yeah.
contact with, but my main buddy, skating buddy Taffy, she passed away. She was my heart skate buddies growing up.
Did when you come back like 2013, like kind of full tilt,
Mm-hmm.
are you walking into that rink not really knowing anybody kind of thing, or
Yeah. Because I go over to the rink in Columbus. It's a AMC theater rink with other little activities for kids to do. It's called Xanadu. And that rink they don't have a DJ. The floor is not that great, but I go because I just want to skate. And Tara came up with that term. I just want to skate, and I just love it. But the only time they did have a DJ was on Wednesday night. My friend I grew up roller skating with, he was a DJ, back in the late 70s and 80s with me, Willie Strand, and he lives back in Ohio now. He doesn't DJ anymore, but he did the best job. It was fun, and he was there on Wednesday nights in Columbus. Because the rink here in Phoenix City on 280, the one I was talking about when I grew up roller skating at, it's been condemned for I don't know how many years. Honestly, I don't know how many years. But if I had a money tree, oh my goodness, I would renovate that thing. I would open it up. I would have my bunk bed there and my shower there and my snack bar there, and I would stay. If it opened up by the grace of God, I would work there. I would be there all the time. I'd be like, dude, can I manage this for you? Can I clean the toilets for you? Anything. I mean, I just want to be there. I just want to skate.
just want to skate?
I just want to skate.
It's
Tara
so
came up with that saying. I'm just like, oh, she's coined it. It's got to go
well,
everywhere now.
yeah, because you said that you're like, so Tara, a few minutes ago, you're like, Tara came up with that saying or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to skate now, because my first thing is like, well, it's very kind of universal kind of thing. But but I get that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to skate, like, because when you first hear that, you're like, well, yeah, that's just a normal sentence. But then it's like, no, like
Yeah.
I understand what that means. Like, I just want to skate. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what the music is. I don't care. Like, I just want to skate. Would you
I
shut
don't
up?
care
I
what
just want to
style
skate.
you're skating. Skate whatever style you want. I don't care
Yeah,
what
I
style.
just want to skate.
I just want to skate. It frees my brain up. It frees me up. And I failed to mention, Oh my gosh, I failed to mention Jeff and Lisa Thomason, their brother and sister. Oh my goodness, they are the sweetest. They grew up skating with me too. And Jeff, he's ridden with me up to Atlanta several times. My friend Jill Weber here in Columbus, those three people, they're a part of my getting back into skating journey. So I knew if I started mentioning names, I'm going to forget somebody. So you know how that goes.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to forget anybody. I just love everybody at the rink because I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you skate to. It's like we have the same passion for putting on roller skates and skating. I just love that about you and everybody in the skate community. It's amazing. I love the skate community. Everybody is so welcoming. I have not met since I've gotten back into skating and going to these events, and oh, my heart starts pumping real hard now. Like going to Texas and I drove to Ohio. What? I drove 8 hours, and that traffic is terrible up there.
I drove to Texas when I saw you. Whatever.
Oh my gosh. But, but it's like, what am I doing? And I thought one day I'm going to drive to Philly, but like I said, I wanted to go recently, and I had to cancel my flight and my room, and I was like, no. But my mom got sick, and so I had to take care of her. And one day I'm going to get to Philly. I don't know when, but I'm going to get there.
Well, we're doing it again.
There's so many people. There's too many people to mention that have helped me keep it together in roller skating, and taken me and ridden with me because I like to drive. Ask Tara and Jeff and Lisa and Jill how I drive. I'm like, have you ever seen Smokey and the Bandit movie?
Oh yeah.
I'm Burt Reynolds.
Not Sally Field. You're Burt Reynolds.
Oh my God, I love that movie. Anyway, yeah, I'm the one I'm trying to slow down. I have a lead foot. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Little Hunter Overby, bless his heart, and Vidal. See, I'm mentioning names now. Everybody's coming to mind, and I don't want to leave anybody out, but they are a very big part of my story. Of course, Kojak and T. But anyway, I just love everybody. They're so sweet.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I mean, especially when it comes to like, regardless of your style and whatever, like, and when you talk about like, you just haven't met somebody that, you haven't met a bad person or whatever. Like, I mean, one is like, that's literally like what when we decided like on Skate Like You, it was like the first half of it was like, just be yourself, right? Just do what you love to do. And then the other half of it is you and I will have a connection automatically, regardless if we ever met, right? Like if I'm in a large crowd of people and I figure out that there's like one other person that skates there, I'm going to probably connect with that person more than anyone else. No one else is going to understand it because I skate like you. You know what I mean? Like that was like the two parts of it for me. I mean, like, yeah. And it's funny too, because I hear about all this drama and this and that and everything. And man, I love the fact that I never am aware of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm never aware. I love it.
I'm like this. La 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 la. I just want to put my wheels on my feet and roll.
And I'm telling you, but I'm not even aware. Like I'll go to an event. People will be like, oh, like it'll be like weeks later, and someone's like, "Oh, didn't you know about what was happening?" Like, no, I didn't know about that. I ain't paying attention to that shit.
I'm clueless.
Absolutely. So, are you going to Nash Bash?
Yeah. And get this, I'm so excited. So I need to reach out to Lacey. She's amazing, and Juicy and Natalie. Oh my goodness. Okay. And Angela and Angie.
Don't go down the names hole. We're never going to get through it.
There's so many. Anyway, but yeah, my husband, Stan the man, bless his heart, he has gotten a room for us, and so he's actually going to go. He's not a roller skater.
I was going to ask.
He has skated before, but he's not you know what I mean? There's a difference between, have you skated before? Oh, yeah. But are you a roller skater? He's not a roller skater. He's a hardworking man. He runs his own business, so he's works very hard. So he's going to take the weekend with me and come up with me, and we're going to go venture out and do some things. Maybe, hopefully, get together with some people so he can meet my skate family, you and everybody else that he could possibly meet, hopefully. Anyway, I don't know if he'll make it to the rink. Maybe he will. I don't know. But just knowing that I'm going to be there and he's going to be there with me, it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. Because it's when you get in those marriages where, you know, everybody has their hobbies, you know. He golfs, I skate, you know. Okay, that's two different things. I like to golf. Do I get to go often? No, but that's okay. But just knowing that he's going to be there with me and he's interested, and it's sweet. So yeah, I'm going to be at Nash Bash. I went down a rabbit trail, but anyway, I'm excited.
Have you been to Brentwood before?
Nope. It'll be a new one.
Yeah,
new rink for me.
I'm excited about it because I've been hearing about it for like the last a year and a half. Like I've talked to people like, oh, you got to go to Brentwood, you got to check out Brentwood, and so yeah, like I'm pretty stoked. And as far as like hanging out and doing some things, so Eddie and Liz like basically they kind of convinced me that I should try line dancing. So I was like,
that would be great.
Well, so in my stereotypical mind, like I'm just like, well, I guess Nashville probably has line.
I'm sure they do.
So I literally was like, open invite at some point for all you guys going to Nash Bash. If you, there's a fleet of people. At some point, we're gonna go try and find some line dancing. You can come watch me look like a moron if you're interested in that. Yeah,
that'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah. Because a lot of times I don't do a lot of stuff. Like when I go to events, like I kind of like hang in the hotel most of the time. But Nashville is I've never been to Nashville. And like, that's such a major destination. Like I really want to experience Nashville when I'm there. You know?
I've been there during the day and walked around because my cousin took us up there and we just, you know, she just rode us around. We went to eat at Luke Bryan's restaurant. That was good. But it's like they're singing 24/7.
Oh, it's music. It is music. Yeah.
It is Music City. So it's just everywhere. So I love that idea because I love music. I love any kind of music. Especially 80s music, but anyway.
Wait, because we've been talking about that a little bit. This 80s, I think I even commented on something like about having my own like just 80s 90s night, right? Like, so what kind of music, like, and I know you like all types, right? But like, if you had like one specific kind of genre of 80s music, like what is it for you?
Wow. When I hear Casey and the Sunshine Band, I'm dating myself, I know. Michael Jackson, Journey. Oh my goodness, Journey. I just love it. Those are the things. Those Michael Jackson, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Journey. But there's so many others. But when I hear those come on at the rink, I'm like, oh, yes.
But see, you like with most people, you really like you still get a pass on your 80s music because like you're talking about major like Michael Jackson's like iconic music figure, right? Yeah. Journey, one of the biggest rock groups of all time, right? Yeah. And who else did you said?
Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Yeah. See, my 80s is the cheesiest, like Kenny Loggins, and I don't mean just Footloose. I don't mean Footloose. I mean like Nobody's Fool from the Caddyshack soundtrack. I'm talking like stuff off of like the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Whitney Houston, because
yes.
I love skating to that stuff because the tempo changes are crazy. And I don't like, I'm not locked into like this one kind of beat the whole
Yeah.
time. Like there's just so much in there, you know, yeah, like I, but it's ridiculous. It's almost, I should be embarrassed to publicly state some of the 80s music that I'm into. Like I'm not kidding. And most of it is because I was born on the last day of 1980, right? So
Okay.
most of my childhood in the 80s, I really wasn't even like cognizant or present for
Yeah.
mentally to really appreciate the music. But I had an older sister and an older brother. So I just
They
was
were
jumping
listening.
on, yeah, I was jumping on what they liked and everything. Oh yeah, I get all emotional about music. Like I'm a sap. I'm a sucker for like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. Anyway, so,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, and I love early 90s. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. But people
Love it.
say people love the music that they grew up on. I mean, that's all there is to it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, you were definitely going to be at Brentwood. Man,
Yeah.
Lacey and Brian are stoked
They're
about this.
amazing. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. They do a lot
What
of great work. And I appreciate it. All their hard work.
do you have like a bucket list, like as far as rinks go? Like, is there like one or two in particular that you just really want to get to that you haven't gotten to yet?
Mm, in Las Vegas, I want to go to is it Crystal Palace? No? Or did I say it right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Okay. Um,
I think.
yeah, I want to go there. And I'm trying to think. Well, up there in Philly where you guys are, the rink that you had your event at. Um, oh my goodness. There's a yearly thing over in Barcelona that they do.
Yeah, they just had it.
Yeah, I would love to travel there to be in that atmosphere. I know they do a lot of stuff outside. I don't know what the rink is inside, but
So
anyway,
I was gonna ask you that. Are you an outdoor skater at all?
I do go outdoors to a parking lot at a parking deck here in Phoenix City. It's very small, and I keep my skates in the car with me. So maybe once a week, I'll just put my boardwalk skates on, Sure Grip boardwalk skates on, and tootle around that little parking lot. Turn my 80s music on. On Sirius XM radio, there's a channel called The Groove. So any of those songs that they have on there, I love them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go outside. I don't skate like at parks, doing the
Yeah.
bowls and all of that. I don't have any skates like that to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, so going back to Texas,
Yeah.
I got this video of you that,
Yeah.
man, people just love it. It's fun. It's crazy. Is it the two biggest videos? It seems like the two most liked videos. There's like three top ones now. There's one from Whitehall that I just posted that's blowing up, but like two,
Yeah.
two of them are from Texas. One is Chase Skates. He's like the main focal point of it.
Yeah.
And then the other one's you. And people, yeah, the other video is you. People love that video. I mean, you are shining, you're glowing. It's all over your face. Like what if you could describe what people are seeing when they watch that, what would you want people to know that you're experiencing and that maybe is available to them as a result of doing this too?
Well, like you said, the one thing that I hope that people would see is joy, and that there's joy to be had, and it's there for the taking, and that they would partake of it. And skating is just that's what skating does for me. It equals the word joy for me, and love. and passion. Well, I'll go down the rabbit hole again. I'll start coming up with those words. But I just hope that people will see that and that they would know that, hey, there's something to that skating. Maybe I ought to try it. Maybe it will alleviate some of this down depression feeling stuff I'm having. And maybe it's a good alternative to what I've been doing that's not so good.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but it is such a contrast to the way that you describe yourself being kind of introverted and shy. Especially I go back and I watch that video. I think we talked about that when in that one-on-one thing, but I'm serious. I do if I just am looking through content and I see it, and I'll just it's no wonder people like engage with it, because even though I shot the thing, I edited it, I've seen it a billion times, I still stop and watch it. Right, it still catches me but what's amazing about it is such the contrast to how you describe yourself. It looks like I'm watching you in this video. It's like, that's like the most confident, you know what I mean? Outgoing, strong, fast, woman, so it doesn't, I mean, it makes sense that it kind of, you reap kind of like these rewards from it, right? Because it definitely, if you're that introverted, shy, kind of reserved person, man, skating is like wings for you. It's based on that video.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. That's good. That's a good way to describe it.
Man, do you ever do you shoot video? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm good. I was just saying thank you.
Do you ever record video yourself?
No, what I have done is like when I'm outside in that parking lot, is I'll set up the camera and just do like a little live video real quick on Facebook. Yeah. But I don't have the selfie stick and the camera and all of that. I just I'll videotape other people and send a video to them. I love to watch everybody skate. And then all those unique skaters, you see everybody's got their unique little thing that they do on their skates. I like to catch it and send it to them. I love that. But no, I don't like to videotape myself.
Well, look, you don't need to, because the whole world's out there trying to catch you. Everyone else is trying to record you. I know. I did. I was like, dang, I'm recording this. I mean, because that was the first time I met you. It was out in Texas.
In Texas.
All right. Well, we are like an hour and 23 minutes in.
Yeah.
Man. So I hope this was relatively painless. But I do want to, is there anything that you want to throw out there? Anything that you wanted to make sure that you mentioned or said? Microphone's yours.
Let's see. I just want to say thank you to you and everyone out there in the skating world, in the skating realm. Thank you for being yourselves and being a part of a great community of people and sharing your life with me. Thank you for letting me share my life with you and everybody out there in the skate world. And that true joy comes from, having that personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And I know everybody's, I won't say religion, it's about a relationship. But that's where the true spiritual malady is cured, when you are in a relationship with Jesus Christ. And I don't like to push that on people. It's very personal, but, I have a responsibility to tell people of the love of Jesus Christ and show that to people. And just love people where they're at on their journey and their walk in this world. And just let them know that they are loved, they are seen, they are heard. And when I say I'm going to pray for you, because I'll say that a lot of times, I pray for you. I just lift you up in prayer to you and everyone, because I'm so grateful and thankful. Because when you've been to a place that's so dark and heavy and dreary and dim, and you don't want to go back there, you know where you came from, you know what God brought you through, you want to share that with other people. And God's given me the skating platform and Skate Like You platform to say that and to share that. And thank you for allowing me to do that. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for being on. I can tell you, Cindy, whenever someone mentions you or talks about you, okay, the people that you, especially the people you skate with on a regular basis, there is a common theme that always gets said, and that is Cindy like brings like this light everywhere she's at. She makes everything happier. Like not just people, she makes everything happy. She makes this place happier as a result of being around her. Like everyone, I'm telling you, without fail, I hear that from like, yeah, you just kind of bring something with you that makes everything a little bit better for people, man. And I thank you for doing the same thing here. I think it was, I had a lot of fun talking to you. This is great.
This has been great. It has been.
Did I make you cry? Did I make you cry?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. No, I'm just kidding.
But that's the light. When you mention the light, Jesus is the light. That's why. So and I know everybody's got their own thing or whatever, and that's fine. But that's part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm just messing around.
No, it's good. It's okay. It's good. It's good.
Trust me,
everything. I'm just one of those deep thinkers, deep feelers. So I feel things deeply.
There's like a greatest hits of my blubbering moments on this podcast. Let me tell you right now. Like I could like release more than like a Kiss greatest hits album. You know what I mean? Like of me just welling up, tearing up. Happened on the first episode.
Oh, I bet it did. That's exciting. I had a first episode. I mean, look what you're doing.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Awesome. It's
crazy.
Awesome.
I'm having a blast doing it. But again, thank you so much, Cindy. I really appreciate it. I will definitely see you in Tennessee. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do.
Oh, thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.